You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button. I'm certain that being a HUDCO hometown hero is right on par with scoring a touchdown in Tiger Stadium for LSU, right? It's got to feel the same.
Damn right.
It's so good. It's such a good feeling. I know it is.
We'll talk more about the NIL deal in a little bit, but we're thrilled to have you aboard with us, Jack, and with HUDCO Roofing. But hey, man, I'd love to know in this very sort of formative offseason for LSU football what it's been like for you having such a successful freshman season and then all of this turnover here in your first offseason.
Yeah, it's been definitely a journey. A lot of life lessons have been learned. How to deal with adversity, how to go through it, and kind of prosper through it. But it's been crazy these past couple months. I mean, we had coaches that recruited us that now not one of them is in the building. Literally, there's one or two people in the building from the old staff. But this new staff, I love them. I think they're great. I knew a lot of them before from the recruiting trail and all that, and I feel already really comfortable, just right back where I was with the old staff with them. They have a lot of confidence in me. They have a lot of confidence in what our team is going to be able to do. And on the flip side of that, I think we all, I know we all have a lot of confidence in what they're going to be able to do for us. And we're all really excited about what next season is going to bring because I think it's going to be pretty special.
You mentioned the new staff. What are some of those names, some of the guys that have made that impact this early on with you?
Oh, countless. Coach Frank, Coach Sherm, Jordan Arsmaw, JR, John Randall Belton, Mason Smith. There's countless. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on about all the coaches, and I feel real comfortable. Our strength and conditioning staff is really awesome. Headed by Coach Flint. They've been making us do some really good stuff, and it's only week one. So like I said, we're really excited for everything. We're real comfortable with this staff already. We're building that trust, and we're going to keep on going with it.
Jack, you mentioned adversity, but all I did was watch you dominate people all year as an 18-year-old out there in the SEC. So I don't know how that was hard for you. But what were some of the challenges? What were some of the challenges your first year here on campus and playing this high-level football? Maybe both on and off the field.
Yeah. Just kind of everybody. First, as a student, just adapting, being on your own. Obviously, as an athlete, we have people that kind of act as those father figure, not father, but parent figures. You have people always texting you, letting you know if you miss something or where you're supposed to be, and holding you accountable. But on the other side of things, you are still, by yourself. You don't have your real parents telling you what to do, where to go, any of the stuff like that. So I don't know. It's been fun though, the transition, and then obviously on the field, everybody's big, strong, fast, physical, smart. So really just believing. I feel like believing in yourself and really having that that it to you, helps a lot of us on the field to adapt. Which a lot of us had that, and a lot of us adapted pretty quickly to it. But it's just been a lot of fun. And another huge difference is instead of 2,000 or 3,000 people watching you, you have hundreds of thousands of people watching you, which I
don't
love
screw it up.
Well, I love it because even in high school, it was always the big games I felt like I played the best in.
Hey, you remember that game that you crushed Catholic High over here in Baton Rouge when you dominated those guys both times?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just games like that. So whenever that crowd is behind me, and I know how many people are watching, every game in, game out, it just gives me a little more something to just know I have to go out there and ball out. But yeah, it's been awesome. It's been good, and like I've said a couple of times before, I'm just real excited for what next year is going to hold.
Jack Bech is with us, HUDCO hometown hero. Happy to do an NIL deal with Jack. We'll tell you more about that coming up. Jack, has the new coaching staff talked to you at all about role? Because you kind of played receiver and tight end, sort of a hybrid deal. Do you know what they want you to do next year?
Actually, I just talked to Coach Denbrock, our new OC, and he says he has a multitude of ways that he's going to use me and give me the ball and stuff like that. And he says I'm going to be kind of in the hybrid position still, but way more receiver, like never hand in the ground. I don't know how much I'll be like behind the line. But he says that it's going to be way more receiver like style play for me.
Is he giving you, like, when you watch film, any comps of players that they've used in the past? Like we talked to we talked to Kyron Lacey last week, and he said they kind of see him a little bit like Chase Claypool when Brian Kelly had him at Notre Dame. Anything like that? Any comp like that?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Kind of that Chase Claypool, kind of outside, inside receiver, kind of like wherever he needs to be to make the play. Yeah, I would say kind of the same thing. Kind of like a big-bodied receiver. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So definitely him.
Hey, Jack, what's the area where, after such a successful freshman season, where you need to improve? What are the coaches telling you?
For me, it's always going to be getting bigger, getting stronger, and getting faster, getting quicker. It's really, for me, it's always going to be evolving my whole game every year, like putting everything to a whole new level. It's not just, you're not just going to see me get a little stronger or a little faster. Like, I want to elevate and evolve like my whole game in every aspect. And I want to do that every year. I want to just get better and better and better and better, to hopefully reach that goal of making it to the league.
We got the news that that Miles Brennan's going to be back. Everybody was excited about that. Are you excited to have him back as a quarterback this year?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm really excited to have Miles back, kind of that veteran Q that knows the feel of the game and knows what's going on. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for, all our QBs.
Jack, obviously, Walker's coming in as well. He's your high school quarterback there at STM. Everybody knows that. I know what – I'm sure you all have talked, obviously, but are you all going to work out together in the offseason, sort of the progression of getting Walker reps with all of you? How's that working here in the offseason?
Yeah, we're going to start throwing, I think, next week, and I'm excited to see how all three quarterbacks are throwing and the chemistry they have. And I'm excited. Yeah, I'm really just excited for the QB battle in general, because it's going to push those guys to all be 1,000 times better than what they are right now. So I think that's gonna be really healthy for them.
Jack Bech, one more thing before you go. Obviously, there were a ton of challenges for the LSU football program in 2021. It goes without saying. When you're and you all are working out right now, but is there a general vibe or mood around the locker room now with so much new and new teammates, roster turnover, all that? Is there a general feeling, like if you had to describe what it's like internally right now, what would you say?
Oh, definitely. We're sick of losing. Like, we're LSU. That's not who we are, and that's not what we do. So we're all holding each other accountable in everything we do. The coaches are holding us accountable, and that's not going to be something you see, these next 10, 15 years. You're going to see the brand of LSU football that it has been in the past. Which contains national championships and all that type of stuff. So that's why I was saying I'm really excited for next year, because that's really going to be the start of a new era.
Jack, since you are one of the first HUDCO hometown heroes, what are the chances we can get you on a roof here pretty soon?
I'll come right now and get on the roof.
Perfect. There we go. All right. He's in.
Don't tell Brian Kelly. By the way, photo op only, Jack. You're not going to be swinging a hammer or anything like that. Trust me, I know that. My role in HUDCO, I'm a part owner of the company. I haven't swung a hammer. I don't even know how to shake. I don't know how to hammer a shingle. You kidding me? I know how to promote a roofing company, though. You better believe it. He is Jack Bech. Jack, it's a pleasure, man. We're glad to be working with you. Continued health and success and all that stuff, man. We'll be in touch.
Yes, sir. Thank you all so much for having me.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.